We're on the phone today with Jesse McCartney, longtime actor and musician. You might remember him from back in the day on the TV show All My Children, but he's got a new album out. It's called New Stage, and he's on tour as well. He'll be in Minneapolis May 9th at the Fillmore. Hey, Jesse, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, Dustin. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you so much for joining me.
It's my pleasure. I'm just so I'm correct, it's Dustin with a D, right?
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Great. Cool, man.
Well, I know you have a lot of stuff going on here, but first I wanted to go back and ask you a bit about the new album you had just out not too long ago, New Stage. Can you tell the listeners a bit about it in case maybe they haven't discovered it yet?
Yeah, man. Thanks. It's my latest studio album that I recorded just before the pandemic. Just before the beginning of 2020, and sort of a reflection of where I'm at in life right now. My personal life has changed quite a bit since this album. Even I just got married, which was super exciting, and so I go into detail a little bit about that and talk about what it's been like for me as a young teenager coming up in such a crazy industry, and sort of what that was all about, and what it meant to me. And so it's a little introspective. It's more of an introspective sort of singer-songwriter-y type album, and I think people will enjoy it, particularly if they enjoyed the earlier stuff.
Excellent. Yeah, I know this was your first album in a number of years. What made you decide to get back into the studio? Was it just all the stuff you had to get off your chest, maybe?
I mean, I had put out several singles in 2018 and 2019, and the subsequent years of this record. And once doing that, I just kind of felt like, I think there was a trend where people were putting out a lot of, song, and still is a trend where people put out kind of a song at a time. And I don't know, it just kind of always felt a little bit unfinished to me. And I decided that I wanted to expand off of a couple of those songs and do more of a long format release that told more of a story over the course of 5 or 6 songs. I mean 10 or 11 songs even. Right,
and I know you're heading out on the road here again after being sidelined because of the pandemic. You got to be excited to finally get this tour up and running.
Yeah, man, it's very exciting. I haven't been able to do a full length tour for a few years now, and about 2 years. And we canceled many during the pandemic. So, excuse me. It looks like this one's definitely happening. So that's good. Knock on wood, of course. But I'll be doing 34 cities around the United States starting this May, which I think will be my longest U.S. tour ever. So should be cool. We're making up for lost time.
Awesome. Yeah, and you're coming here to Minnesota. You'll be in Minneapolis on May 9th at the Fillmore. What are the fans in for with the new stage show? Do you got some new surprises in store for us?
For sure, yeah. So a lot of new music. Of course, we'll be playing a lot of the old hits, a lot of the songs that people grew up listening to. And, so there'll be a little bit of nostalgia there, but also some new material that I've been working on, and some new arrangements of some of the older material, and I might throw in a couple surprises, but that's what you have to show up to find out.
And again, that'll be at the Fillmore here in Minneapolis on May 9th. And I know you've got a lot to choose from. Of course, you've been making music a long time, and you've been acting even longer. I know a lot of people know you. They first saw you as a young kid on All My Children, and you've really been working pretty much nonstop since then.
Yeah, man. Well, I caught the bug at an early age. I caught the entertainment, theatrical bug at a very young age. And it started out as sort of a family affair. My parents were both in the industry. And I think that, it's just kind of stuck with me. And I really love changing it up. I get bored easily, and I like to try new things and push myself to get uncomfortable and take a leap at something new. So going forward, acting is, still going to be a huge part of my life. And when I'm done with this tour, I think I am going to take some time to develop a new project of my own, and kind of go down that path for a little while. It's I'm just excited that entertainment seems to be coming back in a big, bold way. So
excellent. Yeah, I got to say, the voice of Theodore in the Chipmunk movies, you and I are around the same age. That's got to be pretty cool for you to be involved with that. I imagine you must have watched those cartoons growing up.
I did. It is still pretty surreal when I'll be flipping through the channels and I'll see Alvin and the Chipmunks is on, and I'll watch it for a few minutes, and it's just surreal because, like you said, I play Theodore now. I play one of the characters. Yet, growing up as a kid, I used to watch on Saturday mornings with a bowl of cereal in front of my television. I would watch, I would watch the Chipmunks. So it is kind of crazy to now be a part of that franchise and that, the new generation of Chipmunk, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know you've done a lot of voiceover work over the years, a lot of video games as well, especially the Kingdom of Hearts games. And, that's pretty incredible to see the success and the longevity of those games and just kind of that avenue for actors of the voiceovers in video games.
Yeah, voiceovers are a great industry, and a lot of people don't know that some of their favorite people are in that part of the industry. It's obvious that gaming has become such a huge part of today's society, and it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and Kingdom Hearts is one of the more popular games in that world. So getting in on that at an early start and at an early age was pretty cool. And I'll have people come up to me in public places that I assume usually are walking up to say, "Hey, I love your music," or whatever, because that's sort of primarily what I'm known for. And then they'll be like, "Hey man, I don't know anything about your music, but I'm a big gamer." so that's pretty cool to see.
Excellent. Well, again, Jesse McCartney will be coming to Minneapolis on May 9th at the Fillmore. And I know the album has just been out here for a little bit, but is there anything else maybe in the works for you acting wise? I know you said you maybe have another project in the works. Anything you can share with us?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to jump the gun, but I'm working on something that I think will be sort of tailored a little bit more around myself, and I'm going to try and take on the producing role as well. So yeah, I think it needs to be fleshed out a little bit more, but people can look forward to that. And obviously my biggest primary, the thing that I'm focused on right now is just making sure that this tour is the best it can be, because it'll probably be the last tour for a little bit of time, so I can focus on other things, both professionally and in my personal life. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. And May 9th at the Fillmore is going to be an epic show. So I hope everybody makes it out.
Awesome, man. Again, I'm excited that you're back on the road here finally. I know you got a lot of stuff going on, and congratulations on the new wedding and, and everything else going on with you. It's been great talking with you. Thank you so much.
You as well, Dustin. Thanks so much for taking the time. I appreciate it, man.
And again, that was Jesse McCartney. His new album, New Stage, is out now, and he'll be on tour here coming to Minnesota. He'll be at the Fillmore in Minneapolis on May 9th.